Today, the internet is part of our everyday life. With just one tap, we can access millions of pieces of information. We can talk to people on the other side of the world. We watch movies, we shop online, we work, but there is an interesting question. Where did the internet begin? How did a small network become something that changed the entire world? Years ago, the world had no internet. There was no Google, there was no YouTube. There were no social media platforms, computers were still developing. But there was one big problem, computers could not communicate with each other. Every computer was like a lonely island. Scientists were searching for a solution. They wanted to send information faster. They wanted computers to communicate with each other. In the 1960s, an important project began. The project was called ARPANET. It was created by American research organizations. Its goal was simple, connect a few computers together. But doing that was extremely difficult. Computers at that time were enormous. Some of them filled an entire room. They were even less powerful than today's smartphones. But scientists were thinking about the future. In 1969, the first major experiment took place. Two computers were located at two different universities. One was at UCLA. The other was at Stanford. They were about to send the first message. A student sat down at the computer. He started typing. The word he wanted to send was login. But something unexpected happened. The system crashed. The full message was never delivered. Only two letters reached the destination, L and O. Just those two letters. The first internet message was never completed, but it became a historic beginning. No one knew those two tiny letters would change the future of the world. Years passed. More computers joined the network. The networks became larger. Scientists developed better ways to communicate. Information moved faster slowly. The internet began to take shape, but it still wasn't the internet we know today. In 1989, a new idea appeared. It was called the World Wide Web. This idea made websites possible. People could now find information much more easily. They could move from one web page to another. Little by little, the internet left the laboratories. It entered people's everyday lives. Personal computers arrived in homes. People connected to the internet. One of the first things many people did was send emails. They no longer had to wait days for a message to arrive. A message could reach the other side of the world in just seconds. Then websites began to appear. News became available online. Online stores were created. People could shop from home. Students could learn new things. Information was no longer limited to books. The whole world slowly became more connected. But the biggest change was still ahead. Smartphones arrived. The internet was no longer trapped inside computers. It became part of people's daily lives. It fit into everyone's pocket. People could stay online anytime. Then social media appeared. People started sharing their photos and videos. People from different countries connected with each other. News spread around the world in seconds. New businesses were created. People could start their own businesses without owning large companies. The internet even changed the way people worked. Meetings became online. Some people started working from home. Education changed too. Someone in one country could learn from a teacher in another country. Entertainment changed as well. Movies, music, games. Everything entered the online world today. The internet is much more than just a technology. It has become part of human life. But here is the most fascinating part of the story. This great revolution started with one small project. With just a few old computers. With a few curious scientists. And with a message that was never completely sent. Just two letters. L and O. Sometimes, the biggest changes in history begin with the smallest moments.